The woman grabbed a handful of leaves and tossed them into the air, trying to judge wind speed, direction, and humidity from the way they fell. Using that information, she aimed to trace the bullet trajectory and pinpoint the sniper's position. She then told her teammate to provide cover fire while she sprinted toward the woods. But the sniper didn't take the bait, he locked onto her as the primary target. Realizing she had been exposed, she recalled her mentor's teaching. A top-level sniper needs only 3.5 seconds to take a shot. That brief window was her safe zone. To provoke the sniper into firing, she shifted her body sideways. Then, using those 3.5 seconds, she leapt from tree to tree. 3 bullets missed in a row, an obvious insult to the sniper. Furious, he stood up and fired again. But the woman dove into a patch of tall grass and immediately began crawling forward. She was now only 30 meters from the sniper. At this distance, he would have only one shot. She made deliberate noises in the grass to draw his attention. Then, at the perfect moment, she charged. To her surprise, the sniper reacted in just 0.1 seconds, quickly locking onto her. But she was even faster. With a quick sidestep, she dodged the shot. As he reloaded, she closed the gap and drove a knife into his throat. The duel was over, she had won. But the mission wasn't finished yet. Without hesitation, she rushed to the front lines to provide support. The retreating Japanese forces, facing defeat, were preparing to burn their documents and flee. To stop them, the woman took the high ground and began eliminating the enemy one by one. But soon, the Japanese commander realized what was happening and ordered his men to fire at the attic. She reacted instantly, rolling out of the way just before the bullets struck. Both she and the commander fired at each other simultaneously, but the bullets missed, flying past their targets. Seeing he was outmatched, the commander tried to escape, only to find the exit had already been destroyed by guerrilla forces. With nowhere to run, he turned to see the woman approaching. She threw a wooden tablet at his feet. On it were the names of all those killed by the Japanese army. Even if it meant dying together, she was determined to avenge them. With both out of bullets, they engaged in brutal hand-to-hand combat. Although the woman was highly skilled, she was no match for the man's brute strength. Just as she was about to be slammed to the ground, she grabbed hold of a rope, then sprang up and wrapped it tightly around his neck. Fueled by rage and sorrow, she refused to let go. After a violent struggle, she finally strangled him to death. Looking at the enemy's lifeless body, she thought of her fallen people, and for the first time in a long while, she smiled.